are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here by my brother Tim, and today we're looking at this and we're saying screw baseball because we're talking some college football today. We picked out 7 games. If you guys have any other questions for today's games, any other games you want us to go over, touch on a little bit what we got, let us know in the comments section. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we're taking a look back at what happened yesterday. One went right, one went wrong in the world of sports betting. And overall, it was a good day for me. Both footballs were profitable. Baseball, I believe, was also slightly profitable. I didn't do my full calculations because I went to bed before that Dodger game ended, which I ended up getting a push on that over. So at least that's something. It wasn't in the top of the ninth where they had multiple run, or they had bases loaded against a position player who was in the bottom of the ninth where it was a garbage run. So I'll take it either way. All right, so yesterday, when in doubt, fade Dallas Keuchel. Red Sox first 5 full game run lines both come through. Royals and the Tigers first 5 under was looking great. Tigers put up 4 in the bottom of the 5th, including a 2-out, 2-run home run by Javier Baez to push that first 5 over the total. Tampa Bay -1 was easy as hell. They win that game 9-0. Miami plus a half a run at -110 was a loser. The over and 8 in the Dodger game was a push. The team total over 4.5 for the Dodgers was a terrible read. The Nationals first 5 plus a half, I felt like it was a decent read. They tied it in the 6th, of course. Cardinals run line, easy money. Giants first 5 money line. Oof, that was quite the sweat. 11-0 at the end of 5, or 12-0 at the end of 5 innings. Winner there. So overall, I went 5-4-1 in baseball yesterday. I do not know the unit count, but in college football, I went 2-2. Luckily, one of those losses was a third of a unit money line sprinkle because Temple was the only loser of the night for me. +9 loser, +270 loser. But the under 54 Western Michigan and Michigan State comes through. I cashed an under in a MAC game. There we go. Under 46.5 Illinois, Indiana came through. So 2-2 up 0.57 units. And then a very easy winner in the CFL, taking Ottawa plus the points. They didn't need those stinking points. They won by 2 touchdowns. Ottawa Red Blacks +4 comes through. 1-0 in the CFL, up 1 unit. So overall yesterday was a nice day. I definitely will not complain about that because it was a actually decent day for once. So hoping to make it 2 in a row today. Big day, lots of plays of college football. So hopefully today ends up well.
Yeah, what went wrong yesterday was college football. I had Illinois money line, which was looking good until about 23 seconds left, which is rough. And then I had Temple, which didn't even score a point. So that kind of just went down. Luckily, MLB went, here, I'll give you a good day. So yesterday in the MLB, I had the Baltimore Orioles run line. Just to show how lucky that one was, Baltimore scored 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th. Covered the run line. I had the Red Sox run line, never in doubt. That one was easy. They were up 7-1 at their 5. I had Tampa, who shut down the cold bats of the Yankees. I had the Cardinals run line, who shut down the bats of the Cubs. I had the Astros run line, which was a little bit more of a sweat. And then I ended the night with the biggest, everybody all over the Dodgers, deep third in the Dodgers. I said, Padres, money line, +148. And I cashed it. 6-0 day yesterday in baseball, swept the board. Really happy with that. Now we get a big day of college football. We're gonna be at the East Carolina game, so I'm super excited for that. But for baseball today, seeing that we're not going to go over anything, the only play I have, Tampa Bay money line.
I have personally not bet any baseball. I might later after the UC.
But Tampa Bay money line is the only bet I have for today. Morning, fellas. Let's get some wins. Let's do it. Good morning, fellas. Good morning, Chico. Welcome. All right, Nick. We have a bunch of games to talk about.
First, this is how we're going to start it off, though. You know what we're going to do? We're going to hoist the colors. Because we're going to kick it on off here. Of course, we had to touch on this game. ECU Pirates are hosting the NC State Wolfpack. The Wolfpack are 12-point road favorite, total of 52 in this game. And, NC State comes into this game 13th in the nation. Let's take a look at where the money has gone in this game. That's kind of where I'm going to look at a lot with this. Let me refresh my page here because it still has yesterday's games up. So, but looking at this spot here, we have 76% of the tickets and 71% of the cash is coming in on NC State. This line has moved from 10.5 up to 12. 79% of the tickets are on the over, but 57% of the cash is on the under. And this is one play I've been eyeing for a while. I like the under in this game. I know it's a Cardinal sin to go to a game and bet an under. But we have probably NC State would probably, at the end of the year, I think it's going to be a top 10 defense in college football. And we have ECU, who's probably a top 3 defense in the AAC. And you have a dynamic running duo for the Pirates between Mitchell and Harris, and Holton Ahlers, who is a good option quarterback. And I think they'll be able to play off that play action and all that stuff. But I think this is going to be more of a ground and pound defensive type of game where we see 7-3 at halftime, something along those lines. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. ECU is going to try to play really good defense to keep up or to keep close with NC State to give them a chance. And I think this game goes under. I think 21-17, 23-20, something along those lines for this type of game. I think it goes under. So I'm on the under 50. I got it at 51. I'm on under 51 with East Carolina and NC State today.
I'm all over East Carolina. It's kind of one of those. They're going into a bigger school. In-state school is going up against another smaller school in the same state, and they're going to the smaller school. You know that the small school is going to get hyped up for it. This is going to be a sold-out crowd today. I believe they said it's going to be the biggest crowd in East Carolina history for football, which is kind of nuts. So they're going to get pumped for it. I feel like East Carolina at least covers. I feel like they have a shot to win this one straight up. Whenever you get East Carolina and NC State, East Carolina has a good history against NC State.
Yes, they do.
So I do like East Carolina today. I grabbed them plus the points, sprinkled the money line. I'll be out the game. I'll be in the student section. We're going to go crazy. It's going to be fun. But East Carolina today for me. It can't really fade my Pirates. So. Great call on the CFL, Nick.
Yep, Ottawa is easy. All right, from one Carolina team to the next, we go from east to north and App State. North Carolina Tar Heels are at the App State Mountaineers. The Mountaineers are now -2 in this game with a total of 57. Looking at the spot, let's take a look at where the money's coming in on this game. This one's an interesting one. 54% of the tickets, 67% of the cash is on the App State Mountaineers. 93% of the tickets, 87% of the cash is on the over. I do like the over in this game. I have a bunch of totals bet today. I got over 56.5. I want to say either 56.5 or 57.5. I got 56.5. It's now up to the 57 mark. And looking at these two teams, I don't trust UNC's defense. I wanted to bet App State in this game, but I wanted them at 3, and I never got around to it. And by the time I did, they were a pick 'em and then a -1.5. So I was like, all right, I'm going to take the over instead for today. And I would look towards the team total over with the App State Mountaineers, which you can get App State team total over 28.5 at -125. I think they dropped 35 on them at least, if not 40. So I do think that this is a high-scoring fireworks type of game. So I did take over in this game, over 57 in this spot with UNC and App State.
I just went App State. I don't care that I missed line movement. I think they're the better team. North Carolina did not impress me last week. They let up 26 points to Florida A&M. Sure, they scored 50 something, but they didn't cover. Granted, it was a 42-point spread or whatever it is. They allowed the other team to score, which when you're going up against a team that you're just supposed to beat the shit out of, that was supposed to be a 56-0 game. North Carolina doesn't scare me. They lost Howell. They're just not. I mean, they weren't good with Howell last year anyway.
Oh, yeah, they struggled.
App State's going to be a good team this year. I think they win the Sun Belt.
Oh yeah. Them and ULL, but ULL just lost their head coach.
Yeah, ULL just lost a lot. So Appalachian to win the Sun Belt. We're gonna go grab them today. I have them -1.5 up on the site. We have them at +3. Grab an App State today. App State. Yep. Houston. Yep. FAU.
No, I'm on the Bobcats.
There you go. We'll go to this game, Nick, which I know we disagree on.
Yeah, that's why I put it in here. We have the Bearcats. They're at the Razorbacks in this one here. The Razorbacks are 6.5-point home favorites with a total of 54 in this game. Take a look where the money's coming in on this one here. Pretty interesting matchup. I really do think this one's going to be a good one. We have 69% of the tickets and 60% of the cash coming in on Arkansas. And yet this line's moved from 7.5 down to 6.5, which is kind of interesting there. 68% of the tickets and 75% of the cash is on the over. My power ranking for this game was 2.5. Arkansas -2.5. I think this should be a field goal type of game. So I took the points with the Bearcats +6.5, and I took a sprinkle on the money line at +210. Just a third of a unit play for that one there. I think Cincinnati continues their good ways, and Arkansas. Yes, I get it; they're an SEC school, but they're, I think, a lower class SEC school. Like, I don't see them. They're nowhere near the tops. Obviously, they're nowhere near the Alabamas, the Georgias, even the Texas A&Ms. I think Florida's going to be better than them. There's a few schools that I think that are going to be better than Arkansas, and Arkansas is going to struggle maybe a little bit this year. Let me see who I remember. There's a couple other teams I liked better than who do you call it? Oh, Tennessee was another one, and potentially LSU, Ole Miss, Mississippi State. Like, there's a ton of teams I like better than the Arkansas Razorbacks this year. 2.5 is what this line should have been, so I'm going to take the over a field goal and almost a touchdown. People may be looking at this and, Arkansas, they only got a win by a touchdown. So this is the spot here where I took 6.5 points. I think this is a field goal type of game, and I sprinkled the money line because I think it could be close. This is still a top recruiting school in the Cincinnati Bearcats. They just came from the college football playoff, and I think people are harping on the narrative of no Desmond Ridder. This team's going to suck too much.
It's not just no Desmond Ridder. They lost their quarterback. They lost a wide receiver. They lost a bunch of pieces on defense. This team was fantastic last year. New offensive just system with no Ridder, which was arguably their best quarterback in program history. We have one of their best running backs in program history. Their receiving core was really good last year. They had a really, really good season. Arkansas is just the better team. I think Arkansas wins this game by double digits at home. I think a lot of people will see Cincinnati, what they did last year, and jump all over them. That's why the lines kind of dipped from 7.5 to 6.5.
Coming on the other side.
I'm going to be on Arkansas today. I think they win by double digits over Cincinnati. I just don't think that Cincinnati is going to be as good this year. And I still think Houston wins the AAC. So with that being said, that starts off with Cincinnati losing a game. I think they lose today to Arkansas.
I don't agree, but that's fine.
Georgia, first quarter over the 10.5. I like Oregon plus 16.5. FAU under 50. Army over 50.
I didn't get to either of those.
Yeah, I didn't really touch many totals this week.
I did.
What's up, Nick and Tim? Hit the like. Appreciate it. Richie. Bearcats.
Yes.
No. No, thank you. We'll go ahead and move on though.
Yeah, this one's another one that caught my eye. I just put a bunch of games that I at least have bets on, and that caught my eye. So Houston Cougars are at the UTSA Roadrunners in this one here. The Cougars are -4 in this game with a total of 61.5. Let's take a look at where the money is coming in on this game. We have 74% of the tickets and 72% of the cash coming in on the Cougars. This line opened up at 6.5. It's now down to a 4. 91% of the tickets, 94% of the cash is on the over. It's moved from 59 to 62. I did take the over in this game. I got it at 61.5. This is a spot here where I'm expecting fireworks from both these teams. We saw last year, UTSA had a very dynamic offense, and Houston could put up points as well. This is one of those games where you have a big school coming into your arena or your field, similar to what App State has today, similar to what UNC or ECU has today. You got to keep an eye out for those spots, and this is another one here. We have the Cougars heading in to UTSA. Yeah, give me the over 61.5. I expect fireworks for this game.
I'm really high in Houston this year. I think they win the American, and that's coming from an East Carolina fan. I think they win the American Conference this year. I think they run the table. I think they beat everybody in their way. So yeah, I'm going to take them -4. I think it's a really good spot today. UTSA was a flash in the pan. I'm going to compare them very similar to Cincinnati last year. They had their best year in program history. They went, 11-1? 11-2 after they lost their bowl game or whatever. They had a phenomenal year. I don't think it happens again. I'm really high on Houston. Houston looked really good towards the end of last year. I really like them this year. I'm just going to take a -4, and I think this is a very similar case to Arkansas. I think they win by double digits. I think this one's not close. I think Houston just takes care of UTSA. I don't care that the line has dropped from 6.5 all the way down to 4 or whatever it was. Give me Houston today.
I just want to see points.
That's fair. ECU, yes. Houston, yes. What's y'all thinking about Navy and Texas A&M?
Texas A&M is playing a no-name school. They are playing
Sam Houston State.
Oh, that's actually an interesting matchup. I did not bet that one. Navy
is 10.5-point favorites versus the University of Delaware.
I didn't get to either of those.
Yeah, didn't touch that one. Sorry, Jose. We didn't get to either one of those games. All of our plays are in the score league. Boise State, yes to Boise State.
Yes.
3 more games. It's going to be a shorter card because we're going to the game, so we're going to try to get out of here.
Yeah, probably the marquee matchup of the night, though. Notre Dame Fighting Irish. They're out the Ohio State Buckeyes. We have the Buckeyes as 16-point favorites, a total of 59 in this game. Let's take a look at where the money is coming in. No surprise, this is the most bet game of the day. 62% of the tickets are on Ohio State. 60% of the cash is on Notre Dame. We have 86% of the tickets and 79% of the cash is on the over. Now, here's my original thoughts on this game was Ohio State by a ton. I ended up staying off of the side. I would lean towards I wanted it at 14. It's up to 16, 16.5, 17 in some spots. I ended up just taking the over 59 because I think this is a game where Ohio State picks their score and they can potentially drop 45-50 on them, and then we just need a couple scores from Notre Dame. I think that if you want to back Ohio State now, the team total is probably the best way to do it. Which I want to see what that team total is because I never bet it, but I wanted to. Ohio State team total over would be. They don't have it, of course. So why don't they have the team total over for Ohio State? That's stupid. But yeah, I would probably lean towards taking their team total over rather than the spread at this point. So, but I do like the over in this game. I got over 59.5 in this one. I think that this is a good one there. So over 59.
Yeah, I'm on the over. I'm also on Ohio State by a bajillion. I think this is like a 63-21 type of game. It goes way over the total. I think Ohio State puts it over by themselves. I just think this is an absolute blowout. But by betting both the Ohio State and the over, it kind of – I feel like if Notre Dame wins or if Notre Dame covers, it goes over because that means that Notre Dame put up enough points for it to go over because Ohio State's going to score today. So at the bare minimum, I'm expecting to hit one, either Ohio State or the over. But I'm going to be on both of them today. So over Ohio State. I think it's going to be a blowout today.
Yo.
DK is ducking games. No Maryland, no Louisville. Go Syracuse. Didn't bet it, though.
I like the under in Louisville, the over in Maryland.
Here you go. Mississippi State.
Over.
I like Mississippi State, yes. Against Memphis. SEC school at home versus a American Conference school. Yeah, sign me up. What's up, Latif? Tulsa, -6. I believe you got a bad line on that one. Who are they against again? Wyoming. Yeah, you got a bad line. That was a -1.5 in the beginning of the week.
I don't mind Tulsa, though. I didn't bet that.
SDSU, yes. Winnipeg.
Oh, that's tomorrow. Winnipeg's tomorrow, and there are 4 now. I would definitely lay the points before I would take the points.
There you go. All right, Nick, you got 2 games left that you're kind of on that I'm not.
Yeah, I felt like we needed to add these 2 games. One is Alabama. The other one's the bailout game that everybody's going to want to bet. So we had the Alabama Crimson Tide. They're hosting the Utah State Aggies. Alabama's 41.5-point favorites, a total of 63 in this game. This one's another highly bet game, I believe. Yeah, we have a lot of tickets for these games, obviously, because
week 1.
Yeah, and it's football. You're going to get that. So I do have a decent amount that we can go off of. 72% of the tickets, 88% of the cash is coming in on Alabama. This line's moved from 34 to 41.5. Yeah, that's about right. 79% of the tickets, 92% of the cash is on the over. Now, at the original line, if I would have bet this 3 months ago when the line came out, I'd be on Alabama -34 right now. Because my power ranking for this game was 40, about 39.5, 40 was my power ranking for this game. We saw last week Utah State did play UConn, and UConn actually ran a lot against them. And I have a feeling that Alabama, similar to Ohio State, this is going to be one of those where they can pick their score. Go ahead, write the score on the. They're going to drop 50 points on them. It's kind of what I'm going at here. And all I'm going to ask is a couple scores from Utah State. I like the over 63 in this game. I think that we're going to see points. I think this is going to be high scoring. I think that Alabama drops 45 on them. I think all we need is a couple scores from Utah State. So over 63 in that spot.
Yeah, I'm not going to go after it, although I would lean Alabama minus the bajillion points. You saw what Connecticut did rushing the ball against Utah State last week, right? They went and put up 250 yards rushing. Alabama's going to put up 500 today. Like, this is going to be a heavy run, but also Alabama may score 60 plus today. And even if Utah State's, like, I think Alabama covers the over by themselves, to be honest.
Yeah, I can see that.
But because of the big line movement, I'm just going to completely stay away from this game. I have no real need to go after it. So I'm going to pass on this one. I guess you could lean towards Alabama and the over. You know nothing about college football. Neither do I. No, I'm kidding. Navy. Who's Navy got this week? Delaware. You lost line value. That was a 10.5. But I'm not going to talk you off of Navy. They're not going to be good this year, but against Delaware, fine. Delaware Blue Hens trash. I live here. Fair enough. Morning, gents. Any UFC?
I have a play I want to place a bet on today. It's only one play, and I want Bam Bam Tai Tuivasa by knockout at plus 550.
There you go. Maybe Bama first quarter. Sure. What would be your 2 go-to bets for today? Need to fill out an 8-team parlay. Already have won 6 games. I'm gonna say East Carolina.
Ohio State over and
do East Carolina and App State. There you go.
App State over, yeah.
Yeah, pick out 2 of the ones from the bottom. But we like all of our plays. Is there game time decision today? No, it is Saturday. UConn -20. Who does UConn get that big of favorites?
That's a great question.
I don't have UConn up here.
I don't know.
Oh, wait, maybe it might be under Connecticut. Oh, Connecticut versus Central Connecticut.
There it is. They're playing the.
Dude, I'm not touching that game.
No.
Yo, what's up? What's up, Joe? Morning, hit the like, have fun at the game, good luck. Everyone on your bets. You too, Crystal. Both Sox won yesterday. Yes, they did. All right, Nick. Final game of the day, and then we're going to head on out after that.
Yeah, short show, but college football shows when ECU is at home are going to be short shows. That's just unless the game's at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock or 8 o'clock, whatever. But we have the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. They're 16.5-point road favorites. They're heading to the island, take on the Rainbow Warriors, total 67.5 in this game. Now we saw what Hawaii did last week. I would lean towards Hawaii in this game, to be completely honest, taking the points, because everybody's going to see what they did last week and think, wow, this team sucks, which they do. But they're playing Western Kentucky here, which put up 38 points against Austin Peay last week. I think they are able to put up that many points against this week. I think they put up 38 to 40 points or whatever, and Hawaii is able to keep up with them a little bit here. I like the plus 16.5, but more than anything, I'm going to take the over 67 in this game. I expect this bailout game to be a high scoring, to be dynamic. We remember Western Kentucky offense last year was amazing. Obviously, it's not the same without Bailey Zappi, though. But this is a game where I think it's going to be high scoring. It could be very similar to what Hawaii experienced last week, 63-10, though. So that's why I didn't take the side. But I am on the over between the Hilltoppers and the Rainbow Warriors.
Stop it. Get some help.
I'm not betting this game. It's the midnight game. There's no reason to bet it, besides the fact that it's the midnight game. That being said, I'll probably have money on it later. No, okay. No, it would be lean towards the over, like Nick said. Hawaii's awful on defense. The one thing is, I don't know what the deal is with like if Hawaii can score enough. So that would be my biggest concern. So I'm just gonna stay off this game, and I'm gonna not bet it. Those are the games for today. Back to the chat for just a second. Big play today is the Gators.
Love it.
I didn't bet that one. I feel like that's gonna be a slaughter game no matter what side you're on. What's up, Twins? Thanks for the stream. Enjoy the game today, guys. Best of luck to everybody in the chat. Let's get it. What's up, Twins? Hit the like button. Came in late. All good. You could rewatch. We're about to be heading out. You're calling now. What are you calling? Money line is down to plus 106 for the Gators.
I got plus 117.
Boise State money line. Yes.
I got plus 107 with them.
I like Boise State today. All of our players are down the bottom. A little bit of a recap. Well, if you guys new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description below. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, merch, TikTok, ESV Shorts, and the EarleSportsBets.com website. It's all linked down below. Also, there's college football today, right? How about SeatGeek? Get your tickets over there. ESB at checkout, $20 off your first purchase. Recap for today. I like App State, East Carolina, San Diego State, Oregon, Arkansas, Houston, Ohio State, over in Ohio State, Mississippi State, Boise State. All of those on spreads, or besides Boise State, which is a money line play. And then I also like, for one baseball play, the Tampa Bay Rays today to beat the Yankees again.
All right. For me today, I'm on over 64.5 Buffalo and Maryland, over 56.5 App State and UNC, under 51 ECU and NC State. San Diego State minus 6.5, under 54.5 Georgia and Oregon, over 57 OU and UTEP. Cincinnati plus 6.5 and a sprinkle on the plus 210 money line. UTSA, Houston over 61.5. BYU, USF over 58. James Madison, Middle Tennessee over 59. Ohio plus 4.5 and a sprinkle on the plus 175 money line. Florida money line plus 117 over 59.5 with the Fighting Irish and the Buckeyes. We're going Aggies and Crimson Tide over 63. We're going Tigers and Bulldogs, Mississippi State and Memphis over the total of 57.5. We're going Cardinals, Orange, Syracuse, Louisville, under 57.5. Boise State, money line at plus 107. Over 67, Western Kentucky and Hawaii. We're going with the Wolfpack of Nevada, minus 105. And finishing off the slate with the Golden Flashes, plus 23 with Kent State.
There you go. Mariners today. Yes. I do like the Mariners. I did not bet it. It was weird. What was the Robbie Ray versus Zadavion Curry? So there you go. Oh, what? Oh, yeah.
Make sure we have a full.
But yes, Mariners today. East Carolina. Yes. Duh. We're not repping for no reason. No, okay, we're going to the game. We snapping today, boys. Let's go. Good luck, Joe. Nationals money line. At plus 330 with Patrick Corbin.
Why not?
I wouldn't talk anybody off of it, but I'm not betting it. All right, Nick, wrap it up for today. I think the only way, I don't even know if you need to do your thing. I just think we end it with one thing.
All right.
Ready?